have with us Brennan Holesapple, one of the returning defenders, and mentioned it to you before we started the interview, but I guess one of the big highlights last year was that big fumble recovery against Christian Brothers. What was it, 60-some yards?
I think so, yeah, about that, yeah.
Are those the kind of things you dream of, getting in?
That was definitely a personal dream of mine, for sure.
Yeah, and it wound up in the end zone as well.
Uh-huh.
Well, you had a great year on defense as well, and I'm hearing that the defense this year is even more improved. Tell me about the off season, what you've done to get ready, and what your outlook is for this year.
Well, it's just been preparing mentally, getting ready, watching film, on other teams, studying, just getting in, putting in the work. Team 2, we definitely put in a lot of work. Our weights, everything's gone up a lot, so the whole team's definitely just been mentally prepared, focused, just getting ready for the season and getting better, getting more wins on the record.
And I know that Coach has talked the last couple of years about the importance of the off-season program and the turnouts early on in the process. Tell me about how that helps you get ready.
Yeah, 100%. Off-season is a big part. I think, honestly, without the off-season, I feel like, it's hard, honestly. I don't really know what else to say. You kind of put me on the spot right there. Sorry.
but yeah, it kind of gets you ready, build the muscle and everything like that. So tell me about, as we get ready, first game is just about here. And again, we talked about the defense is much improved this year.
100%.
Tell me about your role on the team. Junior last year, senior this year, more of a leadership position?
Yeah, definitely. I got to step up, play a big role, just make sure these boys know that we're not playing around this year. A lot of seniors looking to get actual wins and, have a good season. So we got to keep these boys in check for sure. But I think everybody's ready. Where
will we find you on the field? Are you going to be middle? Are you going to be inside, outside?
You'll see me on the left end or right end or maybe sometimes on nose.
Oh, okay. All right.
All over the line.
There you go.
Yes, sir.
And of course, early on in the season, you got a couple of games against a couple of rivals, Casa and Del Campo, again on the schedule this year. I know that the focus is on 12 Bridges right now, but just knowing that you've got those games in the future as well, probably a bunch of people that you know.
Yeah.
It's always special to have those kind of games, isn't it?
100%, yeah. I think Casa and Del Campo are definitely our biggest games, considering how close they are and just our rivals in general. And so I think knowing that we lost to Casa by such a close amount, I think we're definitely going to come in locked in, just ready to fix our mistakes and get that game as a W.
You got it, Brendan. Good luck this year.
Thank you, man.
All right, you bet. So we are joined now by the single-season rushing record holder. I think I was just looking at it, 21 yards shy of 1,900. It's quite a season, and you really kind of bursted late. You picked up most of those yards kind of late in the season, but tell me what that was like, what that experience was like.
Yeah, it was awesome. I've played for the Junior Broncos my entire life. So it was great to finally do it in high school, and it's something that I've always wanted to do. High school football is really fun, and to be able to do it with my guys, it was a very fun year.
And it's your third year on varsity too. How have the previous 2 seasons helped get you ready for this one?
Yeah, just the experience really helps with football in general. So having that under my belt was definitely helped.
All right, tell me about this year, the outlook this year. I know that we're going to be seeing a healthy dose of Dvaughn Norwood. You've got a good offensive line, which is going to be key, obviously, for racking up those yards. Are we going to see a 2,000-yard season this year?
That's not really the goal.
Okay.
Even last year, that wasn't the goal. The goal wasn't to break the record. It was always to win games. That just came with the season. The goal is just to win games, especially my senior year. This main goal is just to win games.
You and Hugo Lopez have been in that backfield for 3 years now. And Jack Singley too. How does that help with the dynamic, the 3-year varsity experience now with those 3 guys?
Yeah, we all make each other better. You know what I mean? When you have all those people in the backfield, we're all weapons. They all have to worry about all of us. So it just makes my job easier.
All right, so you mentioned the goal isn't to rack up the yards, is to just do your best every time you get that ball, and so you want to find the opening, and or even if they throw it to you, get it. but you look at the overall schedule. Start the season against 12 Bridges. We know what they've done in the last few years, but you know that you guys are much improved. There's a lot of optimism with this this team this year. What are the guys like? The excitement level as you're practicing and getting ready for this game that's coming up here pretty soon.
Yeah, like I mentioned, we have a lot of seniors on this team. We all, want to do good in our last season. You know what I mean? And we're not scared of any opponent. You know what I mean? We know 12 Bridges is a really good team, and we're all putting it out through our practice and to be able to have a good game against them and for the rest of the season.
I know we have 10 games to go before we can talk about an 11th, but what would it mean for Bella Vista to have that kind of a season to be in the playoffs?
Yeah, the main goal is to go to the playoffs. Of course, you have to win games to get to the playoffs, but the main goal would be to win playoff games and go as far as we can.
A lot of games last year that didn't go your way were really close. So a break here, a break there, and those games could have ended up much different. Does that motivate you a little bit as you head into this year?
Definitely. We need to work on closing out games. I think that also has to do with experience, and we have a lot more seniors this year, and we know how to win games. You know what I mean? Just the season before that, we didn't win any games. So I think we're better at closing out games, and yeah.
All right. Well, Dvaughn, good luck. Look forward to seeing you carry the ball this year.
Thank you.
All right, you bet. All right, Hugo, senior year, you're ready to go. You've been on this team now for 3 years, the varsity. I mean, you've been with the program longer than that, but you're about to set the school tackle record, I understand.
Mm-hmm.
We see you on offense, we see you on defense, but is defense pretty much the preferred for you? Is that your position?
I would say probably I'm more of a defensive player than an offensive guy. Then I feel like I read better and just knowing defense better than I do the offense.
Okay, and what do you do out there? Linebacker, right? So what do you do? What are you looking for?
Well, I feel like I just need to be as a linebacker, you got to be the leader of the defense, and just knowing what you're doing, knowing what your guys are doing, and just making sure everyone's doing the right thing, and just being able to call out plays on the other team and just be able to overlook everything.
Now on offense, you're blocking for Dvaughn, and nearly 1,900 yards last year. What's it like to be sharing the backfield with him?
It's probably I've been playing with this guy for probably over at least 3 years now. So I know he could do, and just blocking for him, if I just give him a good block, I know he could just make one cut off of me and just be able to be in the open field.
Tell me about the off season. What do you do during the off season? I know that there's a program with the weight training and everything like that, and getting in shape and getting ready to go. What are your priorities during the off season, and how does that get you ready?
I feel like our priority as just a team or just myself is just getting better every day. Just being able to hit the weights 100%, getting stronger in the weight room, because from last year we got way stronger in the weight room, and we actually was keeping up with teams that teams didn't expect us to keep up with. So I feel like we just need to get stronger every day, and it helps us.
And I know there's a lot of optimism about the team this year, heading into the 2026 season. You got 10 games ahead of you. You got a really, really tough opponent to start it off with 12 Bridges. What's your feeling? What's your excitement level?
Honestly, this is going to be an exciting game. It's week 1, so I know we got to have the best practices going up to that week, and it's going to be exciting being to see what we could do against a team like that, and just be able to have people I know a lot of people might doubt us and just being able to prove everyone wrong.
And message for the Bella Vista faithful that will be packing the stands on the 28th. What do you want the fans to bring?
I just want them to bring just excitement, just be able to cheer us on, and just have faith in us, basically.
All right. Well, Hugo, good luck. Thank you very much.
Thank
Look forward to it. We've got Jack Singley with us, the now 3-year starter. I asked you this last year. I'm going to ask you again, but now it's 2 years under your belt. How does that get you ready for your senior year?
Just more confidence, really, like going throughout each of the years. Like the progression for like skill sets have been there, but now it's just gaining that confidence going into my 3rd year of varsity. And I think that's the biggest change from the first 2 years to this year's, is knowing I could compete, knowing I could like be one of the best players on the field. I just got to perform at that level.
Now, things kind of really progressed well for you last year, and I think that they let you open it up a little bit more as the season progressed. Is that going to continue into this year? What are your expectations?
Yeah, hopefully. Last year had a pretty good season. Gratefully, obviously, like you're not going to throw the ball a bunch when you have a record-breaking running back behind you, but yeah, just anytime duty calls, just being able to make a pass and complete that pass and not take away from our offense. But yeah, whenever I'm called on this year, whether that's more than last year, whether that's the same amount as last year or even less, just executing my job and doing my part in helping this team win.
You and Hugo and Dvaughn have been in that backfield now for 3 years together. How does that help you? I mean, you pretty much know where someone's going to be without looking at them, right?
Yeah, just that chemistry for 3 years. I mean, all being up on sophomore on varsities, going through the hard times, and like I think the chemistry is just so in tune now that it's not even like thinking about plays, it's just we're running it, and it helps a lot too with like progression over the season. For example, this year we're so far ahead than where we were last year just because of that chemistry, because we can learn stuff faster, we get through stuff for practice. So yeah, just the chemistry is there for the 3 years.
You got your starting receivers back this year, but then you also have the breakout guy.
Yeah.
You're younger than you guys, Christian Taylor. He really came on last year.
Yeah, Christian's amazing. He somehow is always open, and if he's not open, he finds a way to catch the ball. But yeah, he was my reliable last year, and expect a big season out of him this year too.
We will definitely do that. I know you're on the offensive side, hearing a lot of good things about the defense. What are you seeing in practice with the defense?
Yeah, just progressions from last year. I mean, obviously last year was a rough time for the team, but especially for the defense. And it's night and day from last year. Just playing scout team against them to even our starting offense playing against our scout team, you could just know this is a different squad and a different type of confidence and edge we bring. And I love it too. I love it. It's going to be a lot different than last year.
You look at the games last year that did not go your way. I hate to use the term loss, but so many of them were within one score or close. Christian Brothers was 1 point. How does that kind of thing motivate you heading into this year?
Just knowing that like all those games, those hurt a lot, especially like some of the rival games, and then you said like the Christian Brothers and Vista game, we lost literally within the last 30 seconds, I believe. So just knowing the feeling of losing those games and how close they could be, coming into this season, you can see there's definitely a feel of we're gonna finish people till the last buzzer of that fourth quarter, and it's gonna be a change this year that we're gonna finish. Yeah.
You got it. Well, Jack, good luck this year.
Thank you, sir.
Looking forward. So he had a breakout season last year, and looking for even greater things. The junior tight end, Christian Taylor. Yes. Tell me about your thoughts on your season last year. I mean, Jack said you became his go-to.
I know. I feel like I started off a little rough, but as soon as the season got going into the league and all that stuff, I was game ready. I feel like my biggest weakness last year is my blocking, but as the season went on, my blocking got better. I was always open, like as Jack said. But yeah.
Speaking of the blocking, that's an important part of the job.
Yeah.
So, and you said that was your biggest weakness at the start of last year. So is that something that you focus on during the off season as well, on how to get better?
Yeah, I put on like 60 pounds on my bench, so I'm from 185 benching to 245. So I feel like my strength has a large jump, and all of my techniques I'm better.
You see a guy like Dvaughn Norwood and what he did last year, it kind of makes you want to do that, right?
I know, yeah. He had a breakout season. I want to do that too next year.
So tell me about the offense this year. You've been at a few practices now.
Yeah.
How is it going? And you see things starting to click?
Yeah, I feel like returning 10 offensive starters also is a big help. I feel like last year we had a little mistakes that cost us the game, but this year we fixed all. We have good chemistry now. All the boys working together for a whole off season straight. So I feel like we should be good this year.
And you've got a senior quarterback that's been starting for 3 years, trying to get you the ball. So how does that help?
And me and Jack grew up together, so I feel like me and his chemistry is definitely there. Like Sam's my best friend since kindergarten. I've been at their house since I was 5 years old. So yeah.
That's really cool. Christian, good luck this year.
Thank
I
you.
hope to talk to you after some of the games.
Thank
You bet. I've got a couple of linemen next to me, which this is great because not that I was a great football player or anything like that, but I played line in high school. So played on both the offense and the defensive line. So I've got Sam Singley. Sam Singley. Sorry. There we go. And Xavier Cruz-Clark. Yes. Welcome both of you to the to BV Live Sports. And Xavier, we'll start with you. Tell me about your role. You got a near 1,900-yard running back in the backfield that you got a block for. But tell me about how you're getting ready and what your job is.
Second year starting at center. Coming up as sophomore was a little nerve-wracking. Played JV. Varsity was moving at a whole different level. Put in a lot of work in the off seasons when we were slowly starting to pick it up. And then season, I didn't, as much as it didn't go as well and showed a good record, linemen were still putting in work, we were still getting yards. Dvaughn was averaging 3 to 5 yards a carry. It was just a good time. And now this offseason, we hit it harder. We were doing speed and agility, weight training. Sometimes on the weekends, me and Sam would come out on the field to do some line work or go work out with our one of his dad's friends. And then we were just putting a lot of work in the offseason to have a better preparation for the upcoming season.
And we talked about it with some of the other guys about how many close games you guys played that didn't go your way.
Yeah.
Talk about the motivation of that and how that helps you get ready and maybe get those extra points when you need to and get those wins.
Yeah, I just really want to get back at it. It was close games. It was Rio, Casa, Christian Brothers, and all those close games are just really like the next morning you're just like, man, what could I have done to change it? Maybe get those extra couple yards. And Christian Brothers, what could I have done to get that extra point? Just the next morning. So now coming into this season, that's all I'm thinking about is just what can I do more to be able to get more yards, more touchdowns for the run, more holes, and just better overall plays for the whole team.
So turn over to Sam now, and so you're back on the varsity team again this year. And so tell me how you've gotten ready.
It's just all about what people don't see, working outside of not just football. We've been working since February in the morning at 6 a.m. every day since in the off season. But after that, just going to the gym after that, working out even on the weekends after Saturday night, waking up on Sunday morning, working out. I've took X a couple times to my guy, and it just what people don't see shows a lot to your game. So yeah.
And you look at that backfield that you're blocking for. You got your brother.
Yeah.
you got and then you got Hugo, and of course you've got Dvaughn. And they've been together for 3 years. How do you, or as you look at them and what they do, what do you do to prepare to kind of let them do what they do?
Yeah, I know. So Dvaughn obviously broke the scoring record, trying to get it this year too. But we're going to open up the holes for him, so it's just encouraging us more that, we're a part of that record if you really look at it from our perspective.
Yes.
If you look at it from our way, we're kind of a part of that record. We're opening up the holes and stuff, and Hugo lead blocking and everything. So kind of give us the extra thing to keep going.
We try to give you the glory and give you the credit on the broadcast.
Yeah.
Because you're right. You're absolutely right. Is what you do up front is what really allows them to do what they do. What's it like being on the field with your brother?
It gets chirpy sometimes. Yeah, but if I was playing center, it would be bad. But
oh, okay.
Yeah.
We leave that to Xavier, right?
Yeah. He can handle that.
Tell me about the off season and how you worked and prepared for this year.
So just going to the gym after practices, after school, and then on Sundays I go to my guy, Kurt, he's been a lot of help recently. And just like after, like on the weekends, like if people are going out partying on Saturday night, I'm up in the morning on Sunday, you know, just working out, getting the work in and stuff. And on Tuesdays and Thursdays, we have the boxing class with help with the hands and stuff, so
Okay.
that's good, yeah.
All right. Well, Xavier, I'm going to come back to you, and we're not that far from the season opener.
Yeah.
Message to the Bella Vista faithful that are going to pack these stands on the 28th.
It's going to be a good game. It's going to be a hard physical game, you know, just running the ball and Christian every now and then, but it's going to be a real physical game. Our O-line's going to dominate their D-line, you know. Our defense obviously has to pick it up from last year, you know. I mean, overall we didn't do as well, but I mean, our defense definitely did struggle more than our offense did, but it's going to be a fun one.
And then for the fans, you just want them to bring it, right?
Yeah, just show out, bring the intensity, be loud, you know, just cheer us on and help us win the game.
You got it. Sam, a message for the fans?
Just like, yeah, I mean, we're going to bring it all, you know. We lost a lot of games by 1 touchdown last year, as everyone knows, but like just that extra bump, like, damn, we could have done that better. So like, we're just like bringing it all. We're not going to play to that team's level. We're going to play to the highest level every single game.
You bet. Well, gentlemen, good luck.
Thank you.
Appreciate you joining us. Go get them.
Thank you.
All right. You bet.